I do believe Special Counsel Mueller is a person to be respected. It remains to be seen what his report is. When we see it, we can make a judgment. I'm very concerned about the statements made by Attorney General Barr. I think that they undermine our Constitution. They undermine the role of the Attorney General. He is not the Attorney General of Donald Trump. He is the Attorney General of the United States.
Do you think, as a woman in the public arena, do you think you could...
I don't trust Barr. I trust Mueller. Okay.
Women act the way and make decisions, you know, sort of these quick decisions. Do you trust that we will see the full report?
It's a matter of time. But we will see it. It's just up to them as to whether we want to do it sooner rather than later. We want it sooner, they want it later. It will happen. Negative, and by the way, the American people seem to agree public opinion polling is worth anything. Well, I'll be satisfied when we have a new president of the United States who is a Democrat. So my satisfaction does not spring from him. It springs from something else happening. But the fact is this. We are not just focusing on him. I know the press just focuses on him and Mueller and Barr and that, but we're focusing on what we said we would do in the campaign. Who brought us the majority come from districts that were... Yeah, I think he's not worth it, and I don't think he's worth it because it takes away attention from what we want to do for the American people and their economic security. The reason that the Attorney General and others are saying that he hasn't been perhaps indicted is because they don't believe a president should be indicted, and the Constitution has provided another route. That would be impeachment. My view is that impeachment is very divisive in the country, and when we see what we need to see, it may be imperative that he be impeached. But up until then, he's not worth it.
Mm-hmm. What could you see that would...
Well, when we see it, let us see the report. It's no use speculating on it. The fact is that this president has engaged in activities that are unethical, un-American in terms of taking babies out of the arms of their moms, unpatriotic, I mean, in every way he is unfit to be president of the United States. Does that make it, is that an impeachable offense? Well, it depends on what we see in the report. But I set a very high bar for impeachment because I think it's very divisive in the country, and one of our purposes is to unify, as our founders gave us guidance, e pluribus unum, from many one. They knew that we'd be different. They knew we'd be many. They didn't know how different, but they knew we had to be one. Mm-hmm.